Hi, I'm Sarah.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Keaton. I'm Meredith.
I'm Maddie.
And we're
Stick-To-Shakespeare.
Okay. We just watched the documentary Prison State and a TED Talk.
I have the name of the TED Talk somewhere. Just give me, a second. We need to talk about an injustice. Here we go.
So basically, we're going to have a discussion talking about the major influences about these two videos.
Let's speak up a little bit, just saying. Guys.
Okay. One thing I thought was interesting was that half of the people incarcerated are there for nonviolent crimes, but they're with the prisoners that do have the past of violent crimes, so it's not like balanced.
Well, it's like he said 10,000 times in the documentary. They just kept repeating it. Was when he said we need to determine who we're mad at and who we're afraid of, and that's kind of what they're not doing and why so many people are ending up in prison.
Something that kind of was scary to me was the fact that they said that $15 million a year is spent on one neighborhood in Louisville, Kentucky. It really freaked me out.
Well, and then they said 1.1 million total, on that one guy Keith.
Yeah.
All of that was spent on one person. So that was kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's also sad because like how they talked about it takes away from education because the money's going to the prison and not to education, things that it would be more useful for.
Yeah, it's not going to anywhere to prevent people from going to prison or kids getting in the system or anything. It's going to feed the people that are already there and stuff.
Speaking of kids, my favorite part was when Judge D. McDonald started talking, because she kept talking about how she didn't want any kids in juvie, and she was like, I've reduced it by 30% in the last year.
Yeah, and they have that bill going on too where they try to reduce it and then give the money back to people that need actual medical help, if they needed to have help for any sort of mental issues. And then also the issue with having all these different people who are being having almost a detox, having to sit there because of heroin or something. They were all mixed in too, and they didn't deserve to be with the general
Yeah, it's
population.
not fair. If you have a mental illness, you should not be put in jail. You need help. That's just the last resort. And you're kind of
Well, it even says that incarceration has become the response to social issues, and that the smallest infractions are treated as criminal offenses.
Wait, do you guys have to raise $20 to $20 individually?
Individually.
How much have you guys raised?
He's made 50.
I got 15.
I got 10.
I
That's
got
awesome. So you guys, huh?
8.
Honestly, I just made cupcakes and I was fine.
How much are they?
We're talking
I
about
got $1.
project
I got-
successes right now, so you should be impressed.
Hit me up. I got $1.
No.
Well, we're filming a video right now, but before we leave, hit me up.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Since you're talking about the mental illnesses, pretty much all of these people that were in prison state had some sort of, because Keith was schizophrenic, and there was something else, I didn't catch it, but there was something
McDuffie
else.
had PTSD.
Yeah,
Demetria had ADHD and bipolar.
yeah, she was bipolar, and then Demetria was,
Then there was Crystal who had ADHD.
yeah, Crystal had ADHD and she was bipolar. Demetria just has anxiety.
I thought it was really crazy because the documentary started off with Crystal not being in jail. She was just it was crazy that they could predict that a child from this neighborhood was gonna go to jail, and in the end she did go to jail. That was crazy to me.
It's like they said near the end that in that neighborhood, it's basically your destiny. If you're born into that neighborhood, then it's pretty much they've signed your fate. You're gonna end up in jail.
It was also really exciting to see Demetria. She could have gotten out, but her aunt wouldn't take her.
That was really
That
upsetting.
was heartbreaking.
Yeah, which just watching her through the film, just looking at her, and she had tics, and she needed real help, and I don't think that they were giving her exactly what she needed. They were just putting her in group home and then sending her to juvie, and I don't think that's what she needed. I think she needed serious.
It was basically her by herself because her aunt didn't want her, and then they were in jail that's probably most of the problem with all the kids there. They don't have anyone that's rooting for them, so it's just them and then whatever the court decides for them.
Well, Crystal was really lucky because her mom was like rooting for her. I mean, yeah, her mom filed for the out of control, but I mean, she had to because she couldn't take the blame for that whenever her kid would leave and go to school and then not go. I mean, that she couldn't. But her mom the whole time was like, you know, she's better than this. We're gonna do whatever we can to make sure she gets out and does what she needs to do, which was
I
really
think
good.
they really helped her because in the end her mom was like, this has helped so much, she's changed so much. So
Yeah.
that was probably one of the good things that happened. Because she was determined, like, I'm not going to be going down this. I'm not going to be in jail the rest of my life. I want to go to college. I want to do all this.
I think one of the things that helped is, like you guys said, I think it was Demetria. She was in it, like you said, she was in it alone. But then, I'm probably getting her names wrong. But
No, you're right.
Okay, but then Crystal, like, had her mom's support and had her mom believing in her.
Well, and then there's Charles and Keith. Like, neither one of them had anybody to support them. Like, that's why Keith ended up
Back in the day.
Yeah, and I mean that he got released with 30 days of medicine. I mean, how is somebody coming out of prison supposed to just get a job and have the money and insurance and everything to get, you know, another month worth of his medication? I mean, he was schizophrenic. I think he might have also been bipolar. I can't remember. But I mean, he had to take his medication, and he ran out, so he, you know, kind of disappeared. And
So yeah, so when Demetria, her aunt, didn't get her from her mom, because you know her mom died.
that made things a lot worse.
I
It made
understand,
her not
like,
care.
I understand that, like, she was in there for assault on her and that her, like, I mean, I kind of side with both. 'Cause I appreciate her aunt for not being one of those guardians that's just like that coddles them, for letting her deal with the consequences of her actions. On the other hand, though, taking her out.
Ultimately, that was detrimental.
Just to say, yeah. On the other hand, though,
And the fact that she was punished for going to see her mom was great. I know that she left, but it just seemed like it was kind of extreme for the fact that she wasn't going to trying to escape or trying to do drugs again. Like, she was going just to go try and see her mom.
Yeah.
And it just hurt.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't imagine someone not letting me go on a if I wanted to. So
honestly, I probably would have done what she did if I was in that situation.
Okay, let's move on to the TED Talks. I haven't really talked about that. This I thought was really interesting because he opened up very emotional himself, and like he let us get like he talked about his own past. He talked about his grandma, and he had like humor in it, and that felt like really inviting to me. Actually, listen to what he was talking about, which I know was the point, but I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say I liked how he had humor in it because it didn't just make it boring. It's something that we had to just sit through and endure. Like it made it.
Yeah, I was actually like listening the whole entire time in the documentary. I had to keep reminding myself like I need to take notes on this. But with this one, he would talk about stuff that most people can relate to, talking about his grandma and stories about his grandma. Like everyone's had a story about their grandma. I mean, everyone can relate to that. So I mean, he just opened up with something everyone will know, and then just kept going with that, and it led into like a really big, deep subject that everyone could like help out with.
I thought one thing that was like such a good point that he made is like we look down on the people in prison, but like there are criminals that could be guilty of the same things that they are, but they're free just because they're wealthy.
yeah, he
So,
said the
that's
wealthy
crazy.
guilty versus the poor and innocent. So. And then after that, he brought up the do we deserve to kill?
Yeah,
Talking
I
about
like that
death
too.
row, and I really agree with that kind of.
I've never thought about it like that. It's
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily fair to,
Yeah.
you're putting someone in jail for killing someone, and I mean, I honestly don't. It sounds horrible, but in a way, I mean, if they are guilty, they don't deserve to have a way out. I think that they should have to sit there and suffer their whole life and just deal with it. And
Yeah, he said there were 1 in 9 that were innocent and guilty. And I'm just like, that is crazy. Like, I don't like that you're killing people, but the fact that 1 in 9 of them are innocent is that you're kind of murdering people. And I don't like that.
And see, imagine like, you know, they say they've already been killed, like it's already done, but then they find out that they're innocent. And like, think about,
The guilt that they put on their people
yeah.
in the court case.
And like, I can't
And how the
really,
family felt.
well, and then like the people, because like they put them in a room and they have all the people and they all press a button, so they don't know where, like who actually is doing it or whatever. They all press a button, and then imagine like just finding out after being in that room, like I could have killed an innocent person right there. Like that would.
One other big topic that he kept talking about was race. He talked about that for the majority of the thing. Like 1 in 3 of black men are in prison.
Or was in jail, probation, or on parole.
He also
So, but I mean that's.
He brought up a good point about terrorism, which I know it's a sensitive topic, but he said like terrorism has existed like in the past. Like this isn't a new thing. Like the way that like racism has been in the past is terrorism. Like no one really looks at it
think
that
about
way.
terrorism like only starting after 9/11. What, it's been around much longer because of race? Like black people being scared of being lynched.
He just brought up some really great topics that I have not thought about before.
Yeah. And then also he was talking about how there were 34% of people that were in jail permanently lost their right to vote
Oh,
in
I don't like
Alabama.
that.
Now, what do you say? Well, Notre Dame's Boston.
Hey, you wanna buy a sticker? No?
Wow.
Okay.
She's not here.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
We tried.
We're out.
We're at 12
There's
minutes.
okay. I think that it would be our benefit to connect this back to Shakespeare Behind Bars, since that is what this is all for. And I mean,
Well, I feel like
if this was working, you know, there wouldn't be so many people like in that prison to be participants, which obviously this is a great thing, but there wouldn't be as many people there to participate. And but I also think that it's a good thing because it's helping them to not go back to prison, like once they're
Yeah, the
out.
point of Shakespeare Behind Bars is to help people like realize like I have more in life than just being in jail, and like it gives them hope if no one's there behind their corner. And this like raised a lot of stuff about how there are a lot of people there, but I mean, if they're there, they'll actually have help with Shakespeare Behind Bars instead of just being stuck.
And like the thing about how we were talking about earlier with Keith, how he ended up going back to jail because a lot of people end up going back to jail after they're free because.
No, I don't want to stick with that.
Have you seen the sticker?
Is it Justin Bieber?
It's Shakespeare.
No.
Aw.
Are these Shakespeare Behind Bars?
Yeah.
It's still no, but I like Shakespeare Behind Bars. I think that's really cool.
Oh. Say hi to our website. All right. Bye.
I still have it in my ear. I would.
We're selling them next week too.
Who keeps cash?
A lot
A
of people.
lot of people.
She get the cube,
Yeah,
like
that's so funny.
That's what a lot of people have asked.
Anyway, but like a lot of people that it talked about how a lot of people, the reason why they get put back in jail after being released is because how are they supposed to get a job and do all of that and expected to do all that like immediately? So when they need the money, they go back to what they know and what they know they can do, which is robbing and all that. But then on the website, on Shakespeare Behind Bars website, like I saw some quotes from like some prisoners or some people that had been part of it, and they were talking about like, you know, this program made me realize that I can do anything that I want to do. So I feel like that would also help them with that because they know they can do more than just. Then they can
Well,
do more
I mean,
than
one of the
just.
big things that it talks about is it's for self-protection, and
Yeah.
you know that would give them a lot more confidence to go out into the once they get out, to go out into the world and think I can get a job. I know I can do this. Versus those who don't get that kind of support while they're in prison, they kind of go out to the world and they're like, nobody's gonna want to hire me.
Yeah.
I think if they kind of found out that they were part of such a great program, that they would, I don't know, see more potential.
We're at 15 minutes.
Okay, I just want to end on this since pretty much done, but one of the things in the TED Talk that he said was that the fate of society, okay, so your individual society affects everyone, so it affects the whole society, so people should support Shakespeare Behind Bars because it's helping these inmates become better so that they can become better people for society that they're
They will be
eventually
able to
going to
contribute much more to society once they get out.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.